Hey folks, welcome back to another stinking awesome adventure. Bobo Outdoors. Not much of an adventure really. Uh, I don't know if you guys have an issue like this like I do with a floppy tonneau cover, if you've ever had that issue. I was gonna take it off, and I know a couple guys that do upholstery have them so new, Velcro to it. Then I thought about stitching it all by hand because I'm cheap. And the problem with taking this cover off is I live in New England. This truck's an '03. I mean, you can see it's rusted. I'll be fixing that soon. But the hardware in this is like, a steel bolt through an aluminum frame. So the corrosion, it's just not going to come apart. And so what I came up with, what I thought was, well, what about snaps? There's a lot of tonneau covers that have snaps. And I went to Runnings last night to get some stuff for the kayak. So this is what, the directions say to punch a 5/32 hole through, whatever you're gonna put the snap in, whether it's, this tonneau cover or, a Jeep top, if you've got a Jeep top that's flapping. But I think I spent maybe $12 between this kit that comes with the little tools here to put the top part of the snap in. And then this is a refill kit. So it might have been around $12. So it says to punch a 5/32 hole. The smallest punch I have is 1/4 inch. And by the time you punch, this is for a gasket making stuff. By the time you punch this through, it leaves a pretty good size hole. And then your snap will slide in that. So it kind of defeats the purpose. 1/8 inch drill, which is in my drill, which is up there. So you need a drill, an 1/8 inch drill, and I've got a driver just to screw the snap part in. But what I found is maybe I can do this where you guys can kind of see. So I've marked out, it's a 6-foot bed. I came kind of 6 inches and then went a foot. So it'll give me 6 snaps on each side, and that's what the box came in, with 6 snaps. So that worked out good. So what I figured out is that if you pull it down to where you want it, and I just laid it out with a pencil. I mean, you want to try and keep them. The nice thing about the stitching is it gives you a spot to kind of keep it centered. But what I figured out is drilling the 1/8 inch hole right through your cover, right through the aluminum frame behind it, is that when you put this in now, I might not even be able to do it with one hand, but when you get this, yeah, now it pops through and it's really nice and tight in that cover. So you really, it's gonna have, because you get any flap and this is gonna just start to wiggle in a hole that's too big. But and then I already drilled this hole, and I'll show you. It's pretty simple as far as screwing the other snaps in. The other end of this snap already has the screw in it, if you can see past my big fat fingers, and shouldn't leave that, just to keep any weight off the top of the cover. It's kind of, I think, good to do this on a colder day, because when this heats up it'll stretch out, or maybe it's the opposite, I don't know. But this covers, it's the truck's old, the cover's old. So you've got your pre-drilled hole, and just screw it in. The next step is you use, what I did is got some slack in the cover. You use this piece, and you use the piece that's already through the cover, but I'm going to grab another one to do this next one. The first one, there's that piece. Then you grab your tools, a hammer. I was using a block of wood. Then I was thinking, oh, you just put the block of wood here, put your thing, bang, bang. No, I was upside down. Thankfully, I thought it through before I went and put a snap in. This is going to bounce the camera all around, I'm sure. But so push that through, and then this, you just want it on a solid, as solid of a surface as you can get it on. Ideally, it'd be, you might want to, you know, take it right off and have it on a flat table or something, but I don't, like I said, this isn't going to come apart good, and I don't want to go through that much work. And for anybody that's fully taken a soft top off a Jeep, off the frame, or put a brand new one out of the box on, you know, I'd rather leave it on the Jeep and do it. And so what that does is flatten that rivet like over, so this snap can't come off, and then you're ready to go right down the line. So I'll get it all done, and I'll show you afterwards how it came out, whether I'm a hero or a zero, and we'll see you then. Hey folks, welcome back. You can see the tonneau cover's finished up. Snaps are done on the passenger side. The passenger side actually looks better than the driver's side, but a couple reasons maybe why. I got a little off on my holes there, but there's still some good Velcro on this one. So the buttons, and I recommend if you have Velcro on yours, leave it on, and I'll give you another recommendation too, but it makes the button, it's that much more material to go through, and it makes it that much it's a lot tighter than the other side. You know, you can't really spin these where you can the other side. Also, when you're torquing, putting the snaps in, don't get too hyper with your driver. They snap off fairly easy. With that in mind, if you're like me and you bought just enough of them, just keep going, and you can always just put that snap in, you know, down the road, buy another package of them, and if something happens, you have extras. Also, if you don't have a full set of drill bits, I wouldn't run out and buy a set. You only need an 1/8 inch drill, but pick up a cheap one, but pick up 2 of them. You know, you'll probably end up snapping one off if you're anything like me when it comes to drilling a hole through steel or aluminum, especially smaller drill bits. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. It was pretty easy. It really didn't take long at all. And now, you know, it's not perfect. It's not, this side you can see is still, it wound up a lot higher on the rail. So, but it should help keep rain out. Before they'd flap right out straight, and it, you know, it get wet inside. So it's not going to be perfectly sealed, But I might, maybe I'll sew in some Velcro in between. A little strip wouldn't be too hard to sew in between each snap. But better than it was. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Till next time, respect it.